the number one supplement for a woman in menopause. This might surprise you. And then I'm wondering if you can guess what this is. I am Robin-Nutritionist, and I help you, the woman over 40, thrive in your body. And I help us relieve and mitigate symptoms and concerns related to hormonal imbalances. So today I am going to reveal the number one supplement that you, the woman over 40, must have in your arsenal. All right, let's get into it. Before I tell you the supplement, don't you hate that when people on YouTube? Before I tell you, but I want to say this to you. Food first, that what you eat greatly impacts your hormones and your menopause journey. So there's foods that support this journey, and there are foods that take away from this journey. Tremendous effect on us. So food first. The second thing I want you to know is the importance of getting your hormones checked. Gotta look under the hood to know what's going on. Now, it's inevitable that our hormones are doing a dance. I just recently had mine checked. It was eye-opening, like boom, like so telling. But it's inevitable that your hormones are doing a dance. Here's what I want you to know about getting your hormones checked. It's more than just blood. So there's looking at the blood, looking at your urine, and looking at your saliva to get the whole picture. And when I say your hormones check, that includes, so it's your estrogen, your progesterone, your testosterone, but also your thyroid, extensive test on your thyroid, and looking at your cortisol levels. There's a whole lot that goes into this journey. And when you know what's going on, then you know what next steps to take. But the first step to take is to get your nutrition in order. And of course, I can help you with, because that is my expertise, to make sure we're getting enough of the proper nutrients that we need in our body. That's number one. And then getting your hormones checked will really tell you what is going on. I cannot wait to share with you what I discovered. Again, it was so mind-blowing and telling. That food could take me so far with these symptoms, but knowing why, like I had these crazy leg cramps. I'm going to tell you about the supplement though. Just give me a second. I had these crazy leg cramps. And when I got my hormones checked, I'm like, oh yeah, that's so depleted. I understand why, but I'll tell you about that later. All right. The number one supplement. Now, this particular supplement, and I'm always like, can you guess what it is? It helps you with your bone health, which we need for our declining bone density. It can help you with hot flashes and other symptoms. It can help you with your mood, like depression. It can help you with vaginal health, like so many things that we need. And this particular nutrient is, you can find it in food, but it's not abundant in food. That's the thing. Like you can eat food and it's not going to move the needle as much. And this particular supplement or nutrient is something that we're super deficient in as women in the pause. So can you guess it? I'll reveal it. It is, drum roll, it is vitamin D. Vitamin D is the number one supplement that we in the pause need. We're not in the sun. And we, as we're aging, the absorption changes, there's so many things that go along with it. So that's the number one supplement. Now you might be saying, well, what about, and I'll tell you the number 2 and the 3. I'm going to tell you the 1, 2, and 3 top supplements. Because you may be asking like, what about this? Or what about that? And I like to tell you to recommend you take them in hierarchy, in a, like this one first, then this, then this. But I'm going to tell you that. So vitamin D with K2. With K2. Are you taking your vitamin D with K2? K2, why? K2 helps to take the dietary calcium that's in your blood and move it to your bones and take it away from your arteries and places that do not serve you. So K2 helps that vitamin D work better for you. So when you're taking your vitamin D, you want to also take it with K2 and they come together unless you have any kidney challenges or you're taking blood thinners and you want to talk to your doctor about that, just consult with them about the D3 with K2. But D3, K2, ladies, number one for us in the pause. All right. So what's number two and three? If vitamin D is number one, vitamin D with K2. Number two would be magnesium, glycinate or citrate, not oxide, not oxide. And the third, if we're taking supplements, remember food, food, food. But the third, if you're looking for, okay, well, what supplement must haves for us in the pause would be your omegas. And I take a plant-based omega because it's amazing, but your omegas. Number one supplement for us in pause, D3, K2. Number two would be our magnesium. And number three would be our omegas. And then you might have questions about, okay, well, what about B12? Or what about, and then for supplements for certain symptoms, you might be asking, what about black cohosh? Or what about wild yam cream? Or what about all these other things? So I'm going to say this to you. Do those three supplements. Number one, get your nutrition in order. I can help you with that. That's one. Then when your supplements, you're doing D3, K2, magnesium, and then the omegas, you're getting your hormones checked. And then you can decide what's next. Taking things willy-nilly and trying to figure out, getting that hormones check will tell you what you need specifically. Like I just found out that I need DHEA as a supplement. Now, that's not a top three because how do you know if you need that or not unless you look under the hood? But if you know nothing and you don't get it checked, D3K2, magnesium, and your omegas. Those are the ones, ladies. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or anything, and I'd love to answer them for you. And I'm going to say like, subscribe, share this video, and let me know what other topics that you want to know and questions that you may have. If you need, well, let me say this. I'm going to put the recommendations to the D3K2, the magnesium, and also the omegas that I use. Necessary Nutrition creates the D3K2 and the magnesium. So I'll put the links down there for you. And if you want to go a little bit further and schedule your personalized nutrition workshop and meal plan, it's a workshop, nutrition workshop and meal planning workshop, all combined, personalized for you, then we can do that. And hey, sometimes there's a waiting list for that. So just know that. Anyways, I think that's it. Eat well, think well, and be well. This is Robin, nutritionist from Necessary Nutrition. And I'll talk to you soon. Peace.